isn't there a danger that the gun lobby overinterprets this? There are 50 people who voted for this. The NRA went out after 5 of them. They only got 2. And the law is not going to get repealed. Aren't you guys going to overinterpret this and get super happy about it?
I'm shocked, actually, at both your question and the lessons that the senator seems incapable of learning. This could have been a therapy session tonight, Senator. This could have been kind of intervention why I lost my job. But you're committing the same sin today that you committed in Colorado and Democrats are committing nationwide. And that is, you're not listening. Whether or not it's nationwide in states like Missouri or the Senate, the U.S. congressional body, voting down background checks, you're getting the same message from citizens over and over. And whether or not it's you literally in Colorado shutting down debate on the Senate floor, not answering emails from your constituents, or it's draping yourself in emotion on the national level, your effect is always the same: shutting down debate. And you have been told specifically, and the nation's been told, stop. Just stop and listen.
But those are all just talking points. The reality is we didn't shut down debate. There was more debate on these bills than there was on the gun bills that were done 13 years ago after Columbine when the Republicans were in session. In fact, twice as much. We didn't shut down debate at all. We split the debate between an hour and a half on each side. Each side got to manage their debate. The Republicans decided to manage theirs in such a way that the citizens didn't get to speak.
But Senator, you outspend the pro-recall people more than 5 to 1.
That's nonsense.
And here's what your colleague, Angela Herone, said, soon to be former colleague, also voted out. She said 2 weeks ago, for mayors against illegal guns, the Bloomberg Group, if they lose even one of these seats, they might as well fold it up. How is this not a referendum on your gun legislation?
Because 80% of the people approve of what we've done, and what we've done is minimal and common sense.
So you are blaming turnout alone,
right,
for why you and your colleague were recalled from the state Senate.
I'm blaming turnout for why I was recalled from the state Senate. Absolutely.
It's disappointing that we can't suggest that policy had anything to do with this, nor the Missouri law, nor the U.S. Senate voting down background checks.
I also thought you said you were willing to take the consequences of your actions on those votes.
Absolutely.
This is not the consequence?
Oh, it's turning out to be the consequence. Obviously, we wanted to be able to beat this so that it wasn't the consequence. We lost by 343 votes. They didn't even get as many votes as they had, quote-unquote, signature signers.
Hey, you're making the case, as I hear it, that our side's not listening. But let's look at the actual poll numbers. The poll numbers, this stuff is massively popular. Look at this, all across the country. In 9 states after those children were murdered, 9 states, legislatures took action, and there are no recalls, and those bills are enforced. And even in Colorado, this man is a hero. His bill that he went down for has already stopped a dozen.
He doesn't admit he went down for it.
Hold on. He took the hit. But can I just give him his credit, and you tell me why I'm wrong? This man passed a bill that already a dozen people who were not supposed to get guns were caught trying to get guns. Those people do not have guns. It only took one of them to get a gun and do something horrible. He saved their lives. And the country loves what he did. Why are we wrong? Why are we not listening? Sounds like you guys aren't listening in some ways. You're engineering these kind of cherry-picking these districts, aren't you?
No, Van. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You have lost at the national level in the Senate. You have lost in Missouri now, where a state has specifically rejected any attempts at federal gun control. And Senator Morse is the example of having lost after, as you say, taking a heroic stand. We can debate the policy and the merits of what he put together, but it seems pretty clear to me. The message right now seems pretty clear to me, because you have one poll that says 90%. I don't think that has anything to do. It has no weight compared to 3 continuous election results over and over.